Good afternoon, everybody. There is a lot of energy in this room, which is great. And the kids are doing okay, too. So, first of all, thank you for coming. Thank you for your flexibility with changing the time and the day, or changing the day of this. Seems still like a good decision as we get ready for an Arctic blast and some snow coming. But really appreciate your flexibility. The kids did an amazing job this morning when they did a Morning X version of this for all of the students and the faculty of the school. I think you're going to really enjoy it. And I just want to say thank you to all of the students, all of the teachers, to Ms. Kay, Ms. Phelan, for putting all this together. It's a lot of work. And as you'll hear a little bit at the end from Caitlin McLennan, this is, as many of you know, Mrs. K's final holiday concert after 45 years of teaching. So a Midwest blizzard was not going to shut this party down. And I think she's going to tell you all about it. So thank you all for being here.
The last time we did this was December of 2019. We have not done a lower school holiday program or choral concerts with the lower schoolers for 2 years. So my heart is very full right now. I'm so thrilled to be here and to be able to share their hard work with you and their joy in making music together. So let's get started. Miss Phelan, first grade. You want to say?
Hello, everyone. My name is Mix Phelan. I am so happy to present first grade to you, and I'm going to get out of their way while they get in line. We are singing This Little Light of Mine, which I'm guessing some of you may know. We're going to have some clapping on the third verse, and if the audience would go ahead and join us on the clapping and the singing, we would love to welcome you in with a little singing from the whole room. Okay, third grade is going to make their way onto the stage, and also fifth grade silver. This year, we're really excited. We're trying something new. We have an extra large third grade this year. This year, we have 3 sections instead of 2. So Mrs. K had a great idea to have our different sections of fifth grade accompany other grades. So you're going to hear Here Comes the Sun with third grade singing and fifth grade playing a ukulele and tambourine accompaniment, also joined by our third grade assistant teacher, Mr. Dan O'Hara.
While we are getting organized, I did forget to tell you, as you see in the program always has a theme. And this year I decided joy, light, and celebration seemed very fitting after the past 2.5 years. And so that's why you'll be hearing lots of songs about sunshine and light and candles and hope and all of those wonderful things. Fourth grade purple. That's the current fifth grade when they were in SK. their current 5th grade when they were in SK. So thank you, secret person. Part of the lower school music curriculum is based on what's called Orff Schulwerk, Orff schoolwork. And Karl Orff was a composer in Austria, and he taught at a university and conservatory and was very concerned because he had these 18 and 19-year-olds coming in who really didn't know much about, could barely read music, didn't know much about music theory, about composition, hadn't been doing any kind of creation. And he realized that that really could be, it could be fixed at the high school, at the college level, kind of, but it was much better to start it with young children. And so he developed, it's a philosophy called Orff Schulwerk. And he invented these instruments, or took existing instruments, and made them much more child-friendly. As you can see, the glockenspiels you would find in a regular orchestra. These are smaller, an octave and a half. And then the xylophones, he was actually inspired by the Balinese gamelongs, which are a wooden barred instrument, and he created these, and then metallophones with the larger instruments with the metal bars he actually invented. And one of the things, of course, the best things about him is the bars come off, so that you can take off the bars you don't need, which makes it so much easier to play. So even first graders, after the holidays, will start to play these and can play very simple accompaniments to songs as they sing. So the 4th grade will be performing in 2 groups. This is the purple group. They both are going to be playing pieces from what's called the Orff Schulwerk, which are the 5 volumes of music that Orff wrote for children to play. And this first one is called A Farewell to the Old Year. And then another 2 times, correct? Okay. Too fast. Fourth grade white group, please come up. I was fortunate enough to get some training, beginning training in Orff Schulwerk after my very first year of teaching at an independent school in Colorado, and was immediately struck by the magic of the sound. Because there's just a special sound to it that is so wonderful, and it's so amazing what these young people can do with these instruments. This is the second grade, and they're going to do a dance with a piece accompanied by the fifth graders on orphan instruments. And again, this is actually a piece from the Schulwerk called originally Girls and Boys Come Out to Play. So it's all good friends come out to play. It's in an old English nursery rhyme. You need to know that the second graders created their dances. We did lots of different kinds of circle dances and learned lots of different ways you could have a circle move in a dance form. And then they chose the parts they wanted to have. May I have the chorus please come up? And singing Raiders. We're missing some singing Raiders, I think. First grade, SK, singing Raiders? Oh, okay. Fantastic. So the chorus is open to third, fourth, and fifth graders. We meet on Thursdays after school. It's non-auditioned. It's whoever wants to come and sing. We've had an amazing fall. We were lucky enough to have our 10th songwriting workshop with composer Jim Papoulis. It was the 20th anniversary of the first time he came and wrote a song with us. And within a few months, we'll have a CD of the song that the students wrote. And we gave a concert about 5 weeks ago in the Arts Center atrium with the Singing Raiders. Singing Raiders is kindergarten, first, and second graders who meet after school on Mondays. And it's not a chorus in the traditional sense. We don't sit in chairs and have music folders, but we do a lot of singing, vocal exercises, singing in rounds, doing things to get them ready then when they're in third grade to be in the chorus. And so we are going to sing for you, Light a Candle.
Okay, is this on? Am I live? All right. So as SK finishes making their way to the stage, we are singing a song which was new to me this year. Our theme this year was joy, light, celebration. I went searching for songs about singing, the greatest thing of all. And I found this song, which is, like I said, new to me, but certainly not new to this world. Ms. Schulner, our learning specialist, was just telling me that she grew up singing this in Brownies, so we're happy to pass this tradition on to a new generation. All right, SK, you ready?
Good job. Good, Isla. Walking, walking, walking. Nice job. Walking. Nice job. So these are our youngest performers. This is the junior kindergarten, accompanied by the 5th grade white group, right? Okay. I get the white, purple, and silver groups mixed up. And they're going to do You Are My Sunshine, but we have changed some of the words. play the guitar for us. Okay, Grant. Okay, Cole. Excuse me, I need to get over there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Just put it here. Okay. Okay, Gia. Mila, turn around, sweetheart. Okay, Patrick, Kenneth. Can you sit crisscross, sweetheart? Okay. Victoria, would you not talk up here, please? Would you not talk? Thank you very much. Would you up? I need to have you come off the stage. Stop. Okay, good. Would you sit crisscross, please? Yeah, thank you, Victoria. You should have seen beautifully. All right, as we fit all of our lower school up on the stage, we actually have done it now twice. It's a bit of a minor miracle to get all those children up there. So lower school, can I ask you to finish this really quietly? So when I was looking, it's been a tradition that we have done an ending song all together for a very long time. And I think it's very special that we have everyone from the JKers through fifth graders singing together. And as I was looking for an ending song, I literally typed in light, candle, joy to see what I come up with. And it took me to a song called Be a Light that is a country song by a country singer-composer named Thomas Rhett, who I was not aware of, and a type of music I was not as aware of. The song is beautiful. It has been performed by Thomas Rhett and Reba McEntire, if you know her, at the CMA Country Music Awards. And the words are particularly appropriate right now. So it is, in a time of strife, be peace. In a time of doubt, just believe. There ain't that much difference between you and me. In a time full of strife, be peace. In a world full of dark, be a light. If you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of dark, be a light. Lower school, have a seat. Have a seat. Remember I said there'd be some talking. There'd be some talking afterwards. Shh. Lower school. Okay. Shh. So thank you. As I said, it's a joy to do this again after 2 years of not doing it. So, lower school. Shh. Thank you.
So thank you all for coming so much this afternoon, or from watching from home or from work if you're joining us on our live stream. It is so nice to be back in the auditorium together for this performance today. As Mrs. K mentioned, it's been a while since we've been up on stage, and it's so nice to be back here together after a few years at home. Before we head off today, we have a few special thank yous to say for helping carry out and organize our holiday performance. Mix Phelan, I believe, are you up on stage still? Thank you so much for all you have done to get ready for this program today. You have only been here for a few months already, and it's so clear how much joy you bring to the music classroom every day. We are so happy to have you here, and I think this was a successful first holiday performance, and we are looking forward to many more with you, so thank you. And in the back, Niabel, I see you back there on the piano. We have Niabel Como accompanying us. Niabel, you are so talented and graceful, and we are so lucky to have you playing with us today and playing with many of our performances throughout the year. Thank you so much for being a wonderful role model for our lower schoolers. And Mrs. K, right here in front of me. Another one for the books, I would say. You can give applause right now. We'll give more applause at the end, too. As you mentioned, the last few years have been a little bit unusual, particularly, I imagine, for those of you in the musical world. And Mrs. K, you have taken all of these changes in stride. You have put together hundreds of music kits for individual students. You have figured out how to do Zoom chorus with our lower schoolers. You have figured out how to connect our students with a countertenor in London, I think it was, and how to join a mega Zoom for the Sing to G7 Summit. You impress me constantly. I can't believe that you have such determination to keep going and spreading the music and bringing joy to all of us. So we are so very lucky for everything that you have done here with us. And the year is not over yet. I know we have more celebrating to do in 2023 for you and all of your accomplishments. So we'll just say thank you for today. Thank you for everything that you have done. And parents and grandparents and anyone picking up their students today, I promise we're almost done. If you're picking up your lower schooler from the classroom, so the students have packed up, they're ready to go, you are welcome to follow them to the classroom after all of the lower schoolers have dismissed and pick them up from outside their classroom. We just ask that you wait outside the classroom and make sure that the teachers know that your child has left with you. And once the stream of parents and grandparents picking up has subsided, teachers will bring the rest of the lower schoolers either out to Carline at our regular dismissal time, or they will head to later raters if that's where they're going. And in keeping with our theme of light, joy, and celebration, Mrs. K has requested that the lower schoolers exit to a song that fits our theme. So please enjoy Kool and the Gang singing Celebration as your children make their way back to their classrooms, and have a wonderful winter break.